practicing servant leadership isn't easy. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of education because not everyone necessarily buys in or even really
That's right.
understands what servant leadership is. A lot of misperception out there. Kate, what have you
Hmm.
found though, ultimately by investing in being a servant leader, those outcomes? That's what it's all about, those amazing outcomes. What are some examples of what you've seen by doing that?
You know what? Servant leadership pays dividends in unique ways that, you might not think about immediately. But for me, and I mean, I come back to this all the time. The highlight for me from a result perspective is the light bulb moment. I call it the light bulb moment when you can see someone you've been working with on a particular objective or a skill set or a character development opportunity, as far as in their story arc, and you see that kind of I get it moment. Where it clicks with their own experience and what you've been coaching them on, and the experiences that they've had recently, where the light bulb kind of goes off, and you can almost see an excitement kind of happen of I did it, I understand it, I can do it. Maybe it's a belief in themselves or a confidence level that didn't exist before. And that is incredibly powerful as a leader to sit even in sometimes those one-on-one moments where you see them right in that best state, their potential, that they can get there and rise to that occasion, rise to the bar. And when they believe it themselves and they see the path forward and they have more confidence, you just see a difference in how they show up to work every day, the way they engage with those around them. And if they're a leader of a team, you see them completely revolutionize how they engage with their own team, how they demonstrate coaching and leadership to them. And again, you kind of have this ripple effect outwards. And so it's not just that one light bulb moment, but it really pays dividends over time as they start to put into practice what they've learned. That's one piece. The others I mentioned, story arc development. I kind of think about, all of our careers sort of as a story of sorts, right? It's never linear. There's always some drama and some tension and big decisions we need to make and trade-offs we make, and it's a journey. And some of that, as well as a coach practitioner, I find so much joy in, again, kind of getting in the trench with an individual and helping them envision their story. Where are we going, right? Why are we going there? And again, that story can take kind of twists and turns, and maybe they leave for another role or they find another opportunity, and that's great. I want to support them in that way, right? That's ultimately I'm in their corner as a human first, and then an employee. Is how I like to think about it. And I want what's best for them as a human first. And so we got to kind of work through some of these story arc objectives or these character development pieces to see what's on the other side.
Well, that light bulb is just this ongoing, continuous power source, right? It
That's
doesn't burn
right.
out and it's bringing inspiration. It's bringing confidence,
Mm-hmm.
being able to go through the natural acts that we all have, right? Act one, two, three, four, however many acts there are
Yes.
in our
Love that.
careers. But the light bulb around and generated by servant leadership is enduring.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think that's a great way to think about it. And, there are many light bulbs that can go off, right? Where we kind of have a few over the course of our career where we're really trying to get through this certain challenge and suddenly it just kind of makes sense. There's something that I say or another leader says or a peer of theirs says or an experience they have that just kind of brings it all together. And that's a really powerful moment. You can't plan for it. You can't write it into the script, so to speak, right? But when it happens, that it happens, and it's just momentum forward from then on.